Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Dennis with Synaptic Advisory Partners. And now the next piece to this that I want to talk about is how to actually create conditional display logic. So as we think about our form that we're putting together here, maybe I want some other questions beneath this to only be shown when I answer like it or love it to some of these first questions. So I'm going to add another section here to demonstrate this. So we're just going to show, it's going to be called conditional display logic. And that's what this section is going to be all about, is showcasing how that works. So for the first question here, I might say, whenever somebody says to please rate Youreka, whenever they say that they love it, maybe I want to ask why they love it. This is common in like a customer satisfaction questionnaire, right? So I'm going to drag another question down here, and I'm just going to say, why do you enjoy Youreka? And I might just want to keep it at free text so somebody can type this information in and give me some qualitative insight as to why they're enjoying the product, if you will. And then actually I'm going to make this kind of a light blue color too, just to kind of show that we can make questions different colors. So I saved this question, but the important thing to notice here is that I'm actually going to use this second tab here called Conditional Display Logic. And as you'll notice, by default, it's set up so that it's always visible. So anytime anyone is filling out this form, that question is going to be made available. But here I can switch it over to conditional visibility. And now I can indicate when this question will be shown under certain conditions. So for the first section, we've got the question, please rate Youreka. And I only want to show it when we meet the following criteria. So when someone says that they love it, right? So I'm going to click Save there. And now what ends up happening is when we actually preview the way that this form behaves, we can see that the first part of the form, we just have our first three questions. And then the second that someone says that they love it, we open up that fourth question there. So this is a very simple example of how this works. But as you can imagine, it gets very, very powerful very quickly, especially if you have a form that is dozens or hundreds of questions long. We can support many, many different levels of complexity when it comes to generating conditional display logic for these questions. So I'm going to add one more here just really quick. What could we be doing better? And we'll also leave that a text question. I'm going to make this one brown because brown's everybody's favorite color. And then we're also just going to say display logic here is going to be the other option. So maybe I just like it. If we wanted to add some complexity, again, this kind of speaks to the different ways that you can develop the conditions here. We might also want to say only either when someone rates Youreka to say that they like it, or if the answer to this numerical question is greater than 5, for example. We can make it so that when we add a little bit of logic here, so we'll say 1 or 2, it'll evaluate either of those options, and if one of them is satisfied, then we'll show this other question here. All right, so I'm going to quickly save the form just as we're working through it, but that's how we're able to demonstrate certain questions in certain situations. So if we say, I love it, then we show that question. If we say, I like it, then we show the other question. And the same is true for that numerical value. The one or the other. So that's basically allowing us to show or hide questions based on answers to previous questions. If you have any other questions on how to get started with the template builder or how to utilize Youreka for your specific use case, you can visit us on the App Exchange or visit our website at youreka.io, and we'll be happy to talk to you about how Youreka might be able to work for your business. If you have any other questions on how to get started with the template builder or how to utilize Youreka for your specific use case, you can visit us on the App Exchange or visit our website at youreka.io, and we'll be happy to talk to you about how Youreka might be able to work for your business.